His YouTube posting plainly revealed a tortured young man, but who really was Elliot Rodger and what led him to snap? Joe Fryer has that part of our story.
By now, many students in this college community have watched the haunting YouTube video posted just 10 hours before the shootings.
You denied me a
Okay.
happy life. And in turn, I will deny all of you life.
You need to cut me down or
In
just
the
read it
video,
regular?
Elliot Rodger discussed attacking a sorority house. Members of one sorority believe Rodger may have knocked down the door to their house during the rampage. Danny Thompson says some of those young women sought shelter at his fraternity.
A girl in Alpha Phi sorority came to the door, came in, and 3 people just got shot.
The alleged gunman was a student at nearby Santa Barbara City College. The son of a Hollywood assistant director, he was photographed at a red carpet event for the Hunger Games. Rodger's family says he had Asperger's, a mild form of autism. The 22-year-old's video and other postings tell the story of a young man angered by rejection. In one post, Rodger writes, "I wish girls were attracted to me. I don't know why they aren't." Former FBI profiler Clinton Van Zant says Rodger's grievance echoes that of the shooter responsible for the 2007 Virginia Tech massacre.
I think we're seeing this shooter do the same thing. He blamed others for his inability to have personal relationships. He felt other people had committed acts against him.
Another young man tells NBC News he reached out to Rodger on Facebook, leaving an encouraging post. Rodger responded on May 1st, "I had to take some videos down because someone reported them to my school. I may re-upload them in the future." Tonight, 7 victims are recovering from the rampage, including the young man who was on this mangled bike. Both of his legs were broken.
He said, "Don't worry, I'm okay. You can come visit me in the hospital today." He seems all right.
Now a 140-page written manifesto has been circulating online. It says it is written by Rodger, but at this point, we do not yet know if it's authentic.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Wednesday. Doing real good myself. Many of you guys might have remembered Elliot Rodger that killed some girls back in 2014, and basically I labeled Elliot Rodger as the poster child of an incel. Okay, what he did was a very, very bad thing simply because he couldn't get a woman. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard this sick bastard. Problem with Elliot Rodger is, though, he influenced a lot of other sick bastards that feel rejected because they can't get a woman, so they feel like, well, I'll release terror, murder, mayhem, women who reject me. Okay, so much to the point now, the FBI, Secret Service released this report right here called "INCEL'S Growing Terror Threat to Women." U.S. Secret Service. Okay, so this is a bad thing right here. And of course, normally when you see situations like this taking place, white men happen to be the poster child of this thing first happening. Okay, they're the ones that's pretty much introducing it. But the bad thing about it is other races follow behind and they start doing the same thing. That's no good. Okay. Now, to get into this article right here, it says a new U.S. Secret Service report prepared by the National Threat Assessment Center, NTAC, details a rising threat from men who identify as involuntary celibates or incels due to their inability to form intimate relationships with women, reports The Guardian. As a case study, the Secret Service examined a 2018 shooting at a yoga class in Tallahassee, Florida, in which a man killed 2 women and wounded 6, to highlight behavioral threat assessment themes identified in years of research examining targeted violence. The attacker was motivated to carry out violence by his inability to develop or maintain relationships with women, along with his perception of women's societal behavior over men. the report said. Far as I'm concerned, man that act, can't get a woman, man, and want to take his, anger out because of that, he's a loser. That's just all there is to it. There's somebody for everybody. It's somebody for everybody. It's always like that. As a matter of fact, from what I understand, it says in the word that 7 women will take hold to 1 man. Okay, so, and women outnumber men by 7 to 1. Maybe even more than that now. So there's just no excuse in this kind of bullshit, And even if you feel like you can't, get a woman, tighten up on your game or something, But to go out and kill, somebody just because you can't get a woman is just ridiculous, okay? Now to continue, themes of this kind of violence includes concerning and threatening communications concerning online content, chronic and acute stressors, elicited concerns, and others. Interpersonal difficulties, history of being bullied, financial instability, failed life aspirations, and lack of consequences. According to the report, NTAC research has shown no specific profile of an individual who plans to execute an act of targeted violence. Attackers vary in age, race, sex, educational level, employment history, and other characteristics. However, a unifying factor among most attackers is set up of concerning behaviorals displayed before acts of violence. Okay? Well, see, this is what I'm saying. I know some ain't shit ass motherfuckers that get plenty of women. There's just no excuse in this. It makes no sense to me. These people are just sick and they're selfish, and they want things their way, and that's basically what it boils down to, But yeah, I figured I'd do this video, touch on this situation like this, to inform the ladies out there to be warned. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of crazy people out here, crazy guys, crazy women, you know what I'm saying? And don't think now for 1 second there's not women out here with the same kind of attitude, because it is. They do the same kind of thing. Anytime a male does something, there's not going to be long before a female follows along and do the same thing. That's just what it is, because the man's supposed to be the lead. But in a lot of cases, well, he's not leading properly, okay? Our women and children basically don't have a good example in a lot of cases. You have to go by the majority rules, okay? Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular article right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.